What's up, Play Pals? It's your good guy Jay,
along with your good girl Tiff.
welcoming you guys back to a brand new video in which we will be reviewing a masterpiece by a very smart and gifted artist who goes by the name of Tenoart. If you haven't yet had the chance to see one of his projects, we invite you to stick around to know all about them.
Without further ado, let's roll the intro.
Give me the power, I beg of you! It's showtime!
For the most part, Tenoart works with resin material to make these awesome figures, and today we'll be looking at this Good Guy frame, which was limited to 10 pieces, sharing all about it. For those curious, this frame was unboxed on our previous video, can be found in the description down below. With that out of the way, let's get started.
As already stated, this piece was made out of resin as well as the eyes, which are acrylic resin.
Moving on to what the figure is attached to, in this case the Good Guy came attached to a thin painted wood with a printed Good Guy in the background within to match the theme of the frame.
On back of it comes a piece from which the frame could be hung from, along with its signature and numeration of the piece owned.
If you're wondering why it says 1 out of 1 when originally stated only 10 were made, reason being is because whenever a piece doesn't come out correctly molded, he sets it aside and makes a new one, for the simple reason that a client's satisfaction is his top priority.
As to the defective ones, he sometimes goes back to them in the near future and gives them modifications to make up for their defectiveness, and then resells them to interested customers, but not before after making it really clear as to why they were held back in the first place.
In this case, what Tenoart changed was the background and the acrylic eyes.
As you guys can see from the picture, the background used to be a rainbowish color with hand-painted eyes. Another thing that was added was a pair of eyelashes, which seemed to be absent from the first 10 made.
Something else to add is why are his projects usually limited between 10 to 15 pieces, with answer being that after a certain amount of usage, the mold used to make the sculptures end up breaking.
Matter of fact, the figures are pretty fragile themselves due to their material, which is the reason why they are supposed to be taken well care of.
During shipping, the frames are safely wrapped in a bubble wrap to prevent any sort of tragedy from happening, and are in fact divided in 2 pieces, one being the frame and the other being the sculpture, because the figure is indeed detachable with a screwdriver.
Together, they stand around 30 centimeters in height and width, with a wait time of approximately 2 months, depending on the project. In our opinion, since he always attempts to do his best to make sure the customer is always satisfied.
Well, Play Pals, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. We encourage you guys to see his projects. He can be found on Instagram and Facebook as Tenoart.
His most recent project was a buddy statue / frame, although we wouldn't be able to assure you guys if they are still available since he was limited to only 10 pieces. But he did reveal a small glance of his upcoming project.
Feel free to keep up with upcoming work, since we guarantee you he never disappoints and always brings something new to the table at an affordable price.
We hope you guys liked today's video, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for much more Chucky content. With that said, we will see you guys on the next.